Hello everybody, how is everybody today? Hope you're doing great. Comment vous allez tous? Super. Donc aujourd'hui, je vais faire quelque chose de différent. I'm going to do something different. As I always try to do something new, but hopefully this serves somebody out there. Just as I found plenty of YouTube video, plenty of tutorial, and plenty of travel video that can really be helpful for lots of people. So YouTube is really great for that. Whenever you need something, you go, instead of just going to you Google, review or Yelp or just reading review, going on YouTube, seeing videos of actual people, not company, not people are getting paid to say something. I actually see faces and videos of people talking about their experience or what works, what doesn't work always. I found that really helpful. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to show you what is the best food that you can bring if you're going to Mexico. Now, it doesn't have to just be Mexico, but I'm going to focus on that because I know that there's some countries that are specific, like let's say any Arabic country or some place in Africa and other continents where some meats and some vegetables and some stuff are really restricted, and so things can be really different. So I'm going to focus only on Mexico. So the things, let's say you have food stamps like I have, or you just have you just want to buy a lot of items, food items that you can't find over there. You're gonna miss, and there's things that you just can't find in Mexico or just overly priced over there that is not really expensive in America, and the size in US is so much bigger. So doing that would save you a lot of money, a lot of time. You also going back and forth grocery shopping, and but mainly not only you will have the food that you need, and you don't have to break the bank, you don't have to pay 3 times the amount for it, and also there's a lot of things that you just don't have there. But if you do have EBT, you just you just know where to shop. Are you using coupons like they have here? They also have coupons here. You get $5 off 25. You can always use that, or somebody always goes to Walmart, because Walmart, if you go to the dollar section, the great value. It doesn't always have to be great value. Sometimes the stuff work better than great value, but most of the time, I say 70% of the time, great value is the best value. That's why it's called great value. But usually, so I'm focusing on the dollar store because that's the last store that I shopped at, but also because of the size, the portion. Is better for you small luggage you carry on. So I'm thinking carry on, large bag, and backpack. Now, if you're going to fill up an entire suitcase, you probably can go to Walmart and get large item. But let's say you're like me and you just bring a carry-on bag, backpack, and so you need to fill this up. You also have to bring new stuff, new clothes, and so and you're going for a couple of months. Now, if you're just going for a month, you don't need so much stuff. But my stuff it's not gonna last me a month. It's almost all gone. The stuff that I brought lasts me 3 weeks, but probably too much of it anyway. But I would say that if I had slowed down, it could have lasted me almost a month, and I had stuff and they took at checkpoints, so the customs. So I lost about $20 worth, not too much, but yeah, I knew that I could have done better, much better. So let's go to the food section and I will show you what I'm talking about. So now, any food that can be melted, they're gonna refuse. So it's one good thing. Any food that is not labeled, uh, but looks like, let's say, it looks like it's homemade, sometimes, or it has metal. It looks like it has aluminum or some kind of metal uh, structure around the box. They're not gonna accept anything like this. So be careful. Like, let's say some dips have that, and some other bowl containers sometimes have like aluminum foil. So if it's strong and it looks like aluminum, like if you had a can of tuna, of course not. But so watch out for those things. And also you wanna get things that don't get smooshed, because you gotta think about you know uh, the heat, compression, back getting compressed, all of this. So time, all of this. So you don't want to arrive and having spoiled stuff, you know, completely smooth. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're getting the things that are uh, easy to carry, that don't weigh much, and that can be long lasting, and you can actually prepare a lot of meals. So I know those tuna pouch, because tuna is kind of expensive here. Expensive compared, it's not that high. I mean, maybe 125, same price as the US, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be cheaper here. But to them, $1.25 spending on just one pouch of tuna, you can make only 2 cents out of it. It's kind of like an expensive item. Um, so, and those sometimes they can go up to 225 one, or the cans can be really expensive. So, baked mix cake, those are good. They allow me to take those, but you don't want to take them in a box. You want to take them in when they come in a plastic container. That might work better, because the plastic inside that box is not really strong. Sometimes get pierced and then it get all over. So if you get it in that other material, it will work better. Same cereal. Sometimes can take a lot of space, so just bring one big thing of cereal, uh, and just put it in a double bag, plastic bag, and that will work too. Same for your coffee. uh, I would suggest you take about 4, 10 even, because coffee can be expensive in a coffee maker, non-instant coffee, and the good instant coffee can be also expensive, like Nescafe and stuff. So all your coffee are going to go in bags. So pick your bag, right? Make sure they seal correctly. You can do Ziploc. I usually use regular bag, but you can do Ziploc bag just for the coffee, but nothing else. They don't want any other type of food in those. So uh, they will only allow things like coffee in the bag. So um, but if they come in a regular thing, like, you could also put your instant into one of those other bags. If you have left, coffee left bag over, you can do that. Same thing for those bags. Here you want to switch to a more soft bag than that. So you can take any chocolate. Just take all your chocolate, just eat it first, or just take it to travel, because after that they're gonna travel, they're gonna melt. So you want to take candy and gums, this stuff, like, just in your handbag near you. So for the first day or two, then you have it, and when you get on the plane, it's gone. It's really just for the trip. But chewing gum is different. Chewing gum is also something that could cost. So that's thin, and that also can help when you get hungry, and they don't have that many flavor over there. So yeah, definitely spend at least $20. Go, get the 5 things for $1, so you can, just get you can get 50 packs, 100 packs for really low price, and it will last you for a while. They don't allow you to take any type of meat like beef jerky, but they allow you to take tuna, so it's another thing. You can bring peanut butter, you can bring cheese, none of that. So let's go and look in there. So the good thing about bringing your own bags of brownies or making your own cookies or your own muffins is that you can split that in 3 or 4 after, and just make it as you go. And even if all you have is butter, all you have is oil, you don't always need an egg. So that's something you can always make when you don't want to spend on cookies over there that are not that good and not that cheap. So here we're just showing you recipes and nothing that interesting. Alright, let's go back to food. So another thing that you can bring is the meal already prepared in a plastic bag. Was rice, it was cooked rice bag with the flavor already. Those are great. Then you won't have to cook. In case you don't have a microwave, I would just give you a meal that's already prepared for you. So let's go in the meal and the dish. So because there's not many salty, nutritive items you can actually bring, you want to focus on what you can bring. Like, for example, any dry fruits you can bring. So focus on that. Dry fruits, veggie chips you can bring. You can bring. I'm not showing you much in here. You don't even need to bring tortilla, it's 50 cents, you can get a kilo of tortilla in here. But I would suggest not to eat too much, you get headaches. They don't always wash, their hand, the water's not always good, so I would stay away from street tortillas. If I were you, I'd just buy it in the store. But, once in a while, yeah, it's okay. So prepared rice bags and all of those dry pasta already prepared meal where you only have to throw it in the microwave for like 5 minutes. Those are great, and that's a meal. It's all done for you already. Okay, I don't know why I'm not getting the picture here. So this is what kind of the food you want to get, because you don't want to just overload on your snacks. Snack wise, yeah, you can get, like I was saying, bags of peanuts. You can get buy a lots of box of with multigrain cereal and the R type, so it doesn't get crushed. And you can buy, oh my god, those cost nothing. You get boxes for $4 at 50 bars. So I would suggest that you get about 200 bars. You can mix the flavor maybe, and take off the box and throw that in the bag, and that's just something that can help you out. Also, those instant zero powder, you don't want to get something too sweet. Zero or with sugar, or you can buy those hydrolytes or those vitamin powder thing. in little box, so you get like 10 in a dollar box. So those are great to buy. You can buy like a dozen of those, get rid of the box, and that way whenever you buy a liter bottle of water, a liter and a half, you can just use that and you have yourself, lemonade or iced tea, and you don't have to keep buying, things at the gas station or store that are kind of expensive. They're like $1.50 for just a drink, so you can make your own. That's another way to save. Okay, if you still really want to open, you rice and pasta are really cheap here, so that's one thing you don't really need to buy on its own. But the prepare mixed pasta is different because it's much easier and it's already ready. Other things then you can bring is you can bring popcorn bags. Those are like really handy when there's nothing else and you're starving, and they sell them at $1 a bag over here, so it's another thing to think of. So what you do, you get like 20. So let's say we're talking about 3 months. That's kind of the quantity I'm talking about. So if you're talking about 3 months, 20 is not really going to last you very long, but you're not going to eat them every single day, so you kind of want to just kind of separate your portion and just try to make it work. So you kind of get an idea here. Same for if you want to bring a few bags of candy, those are not very heavy. Buy the hard candy. That's okay. It doesn't want to open. I don't know. Yeah, just buy those and individual packaging. That way, it's not gonna be all over. It's not gonna be all melted everywhere. And I just kind of scroll down. So I would suggest if you were to go, let's say, any vacation you have coming up soon, then you go and see what the dollar store has and what could go in your luggage and what could fit. So if you were thinking about, I just want to fit as much things as I can, I just don't want things to break open, then just go make sure that the containers is right. Make sure you don't get anything sticky, nothing melty. Things that, like I was saying about the muffins and the brownie, things that you'll be able to make your own cake. You can bring powder milk and make your own milk as well. There's so many things that you can do. But the tuna things, I brought about 10, 15 of those, and every day I was able to make tuna salad, tuna sandwich. And they were so thin, so I wish I brought so much more. I would have lasted much longer. Brought a lot of good chewing gums, and I still have. That doesn't take any space. You can literally just put all your gums in your handbag. It doesn't even count as weight. You can bring a lot of things, so you have to think smart and just make sure you get rid of this package. Make sure you don't bring anything like red meat, anything that can break open, anything made of metal, and anything that cuts. They're not gonna let you take that. Cannot bring anything that, like I say, outside of the container, and nothing that is homemade. So remember that, unless it's something you're eating in the plane, like a sandwich. But if you see anything that you made and you put in a plastic container in the bag, they're gonna probably take that out. It has to be in your handbag, and that's it. Okay, this is kind of bad because I wanted to show everybody everything here, but I'm clicking and I can't get the pictures, so I'm gonna try here. So here you got those bags of cereal you can take. Here's some popcorns. Oh, garbage bag, that's another thing. A lot of times they have tiny little baskets, and bags can be pricey. So, and sometimes they don't even have garbage can, and it's just a whole thing where they just don't really have a big system on garbage. So the best is that you bring your own. You bring like maybe 10, 20 bags, large enough where you're not gonna need to use all of them so quickly. So yeah, try to get those, but in a thinner pack that's gonna last. Don't worry about anything else. Put all your lotions and your soaps and your soda cream in smaller container. You don't even have to buy. You just get smaller size container. What else can we do? Let's look at on sale. Maybe you can show me a little better stuff here. The price is $1.25. They don't really have to worry about the price. So I guess that's all I can show for now. I'll try one last time. So you can't bring any type of drink, so make sure you just drink everything before you eat there. Before you get to your gate. Spice and flavor package. Those are things that could come handy, and it doesn't weight very much. That's a good thing to get. Like you can get a bag of croutons. You can bring a few bags of mixed milkshakes powder. So anything on powder is fine. If you're gonna bring crackers, just try to find a good box for it. Like maybe get really large box, but protected, because they often get broken, and then it's just everywhere after that. So another good thing you could bring is certain cheese. Like you should bring blocks of cheese that are like have plastic around them. That I don't really like Gouda, but I would say provolone or mozzarella. This would be acceptable. Maybe some goat cheese. You might be able to bring some goat cheese too. Any of these things, it's a little expensive, but any of this is fine. You can bring any of that. It's not really big. So if you had kids and you want to like have snacks, on the go, this is things you can bring too. Chips, yeah, of course, but if you want to be more practical, I would say just buy 2 or 3 bags and just spread them out maybe. It's not something that it's really necessary, but you can always bring a few. And let's look at the cereal box over here. It's really slow. Okay, so nothing, it's not opening. So anyway, I'm gonna try to add everything else that I miss in the comment section. So if you have any question, let me know. There's so many Americans, French people that were located in Mexico, not necessarily in Cancun, but in anywhere really in Mexico. That is foreign friendly and that is safe. I'm not suggest to go to Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. This section seems a little more unsafe, but there's a lot of good location otherwise. Like some people just relocate at the border, like Monterrey, and then you could go towards California, Chihuahua, and the northwest coast over there also. That could be completely different. Now it's even if you're not in a big town like Mexico City and Cancun, you go in the center and the top. It can be completely different, and it's just completely different experience you're gonna have if you go somewhere that is really small, and if you're tourist. And most people won't speak English, but if you stay in those big area like I am right now, you're never going to be in trouble to find someone speaking English. It's always going to be somebody, and everybody knows how to use the app. And they also, if they don't want to talk to you, they're just going to say they don't understand. So don't take offense that they do that all the time. They'll just say, you'll say something very common, and they'll say, "Oh, what? Like I don't know what you're saying." That just means they don't want to talk to you. Period. That's it. So don't even get bothered. And but for some of them, when you do speak the language, you're showing appreciation of the culture and you're making an effort, and they're gonna make an effort. So work both ways. All right. Thanks for watching this video.